Okay, guys, we are going to do the second half of the lesson that we started on Wednesday. So this is 2.6b, which is still conversion factors, dealing with conversions. So 2.6b, we'll just write conversions here. We are going to do probably 3 or 4 problems, just to get you a good feel of what it is these are doing. So here's your first example. These are like example 4, but then I'll also do a little recap of the earlier ones. So this will be like example 4 in your book. The question is this: if an athlete ran a sprint of 100 feet in 3 seconds, 3.1 seconds. I want to know what speed were they running in miles per hour. So what is that? In miles per hour. So what you're going to do is, not hours, hour. You're going to take your 2 numbers and turn it into a rate. So right now it is 100 feet over 3.1 seconds. Okay, so right now we're talking feet per second. We want to convert to miles per hour. So it's a lot like what we did Wednesday, but now you have to convert 2 things instead of just 1. So we're going to start with feet. If I want to convert feet into miles, right, that's our distance unit, then we're going to cancel out the feet and turn it into miles. And in order to cancel it out, if it's on the top, you need to put it on bottom. If it's on the bottom, you need to put it on top. So right now, feet is in the numerator. So we're going to put feet down here so that those cancel out, and then put miles on top. Okay, so then you have to ask yourself, how many miles for how many feet? Maybe you learned this last year. But 1 mile is 5,280 feet. I always have students tell me they learned it 5 tomato. So maybe that's helpful to you. But notice what happens now. We no longer have feet, and now we have miles per second as our units, but we want miles per hour. So we're good with miles. This one's going to stay. We're done converting that. Now what we have to convert is our seconds. So to convert seconds into hours, we're going to do 2 conversions, because most people probably don't know how many seconds there are in an hour. Most people probably know how many seconds there are in a minute. So if we convert it, right now seconds is on the bottom in your denominator. So we're going to put it on top so that we can cancel it out, right? So seconds will cancel. And seconds convert to minutes, so we're going to put minutes on bottom, okay? So this is going to be 60 seconds is 1 minute. So right now we are in miles per minute, but we want miles per hour. So we're going to convert those minutes into hours. And right now minutes is on bottom, so to cancel out minutes, I need to put the other one on top, and then those will cancel. And minutes convert to hours. So then you ask yourself, how many minutes for how many hours? It would be 60 minutes for 1 hour. Okay, so look at what has canceled. We're done with feet, we're done with seconds, we're done with feet here, we're done with seconds here, and then we're done with our minutes. So we now have hours on bottom and miles on top. And the question was, put it into miles per hour. So we've done that now. You just need to simplify. So I'm going to shrink this down, move it over a little bit. We're just going to look at our numerator. So up on top, we have 100 times 1 times 60 times 60. So if you plug that into your calculator, 100 times 1 times 60 times 60, you get 360,000. Okay. On bottom, you're going to multiply across also. So 3.1 times 5,280 times 1 times 1. And you really don't have to do the ones because it's not going to change anything. So if you just do 3.1 times 5,280, plug that into your calculator, you get this number, 16,368. So when you get that, we're nearly done, but we want a unit conversion or a unit rate, which means we want a 1 on bottom. So you're actually going to do that division, 360,000 divided by 16,368. And when you plug that in, you get this number, 21.99. Okay, so the question is 100 feet in 3.1 seconds is how many miles per hour? We would say it's approximately, if we round that, 22 miles per hour. And that would be our answer. Okay, if that was too fast for you, go back and watch it again. You have the power to rewind or pause it as I go if you need it to slow down at all, but it's hard to gauge when I'm not sitting here with you. So just know you can always rewind or you can pause as you go while you're taking notes to help you out with that. All right, here's another one. Let's say we have 60 feet per second. And we want to turn that into miles per hour. Okay, so we're doing miles per hour again, doing feet per second again, just so you can kind of see those conversions one more time in case you didn't quite get it that first time around. So if you set this up, it's 60 feet per 1 second, and we're going to turn that into miles per hour. So let's start with the feet. If I'm going to convert feet, I need to put feet on bottom so that these guys will cancel out, and feet convert to miles. So 1 mile is 5,280 feet. Okay, so now we're done with our miles. We have converted to miles. Our feet are gone. So currently we're at miles per second. We want to be at miles per hour. So now I need to convert my seconds. So seconds right now is on bottom. I'm going to put seconds on top, and seconds are going to convert to minutes. So 60 seconds is 1 minute, and now my seconds have canceled out. So now I'm currently at miles per minute, but we want miles per hour. So convert those minutes into hours. So we are going to do minutes on top and hours on bottom, and 1 hour is 60 minutes. So my minutes cancel then, and we're left with hours on bottom, miles on top. So that is miles per hour that we're left with. And now we're going to do the multiplication. So take your top numbers. That would be 60 times 60 times 60, which is 60 times 60 times 60 is this number, 216,000. Then we're going to take our bottom, which is 1 times 5,280 times 1 times 1. So that's just 5,280. And then we're actually going to do that division. So 216,000 divided by 5,280. You get that this is approximately, well, it comes out to this number, 40.9090. It just keeps going. So we would say that's approximately 41. And then remember what we were converting to, miles per hour. So you can say MPH, or you can say miles per hour like that. Either one of those would be fine. Okay. And then one more problem for you, and then you can go ahead and get to work on these. Let's say we are doing, while I'm thinking about it, quick reminder, if you don't know the conversion, Google it, okay? Look it up online, or there is that page in the back of your book that I showed you yesterday. You could always go to that. But if you don't know how kilometers convert to feet or feet to kilometers, ask Google, how do they convert? And they'll give you the conversion factor, and then you just have to do the setup and the multiplication to figure it out, okay? So last question. Let's say we are doing, this would technically be 5, I guess. So 75 cents per hour. And we want to turn it into how many dollars per day? Okay. So set it up 75 cents in 1 hour. And now we're going to convert. So we want to go from cents to dollars, and we want to go from hours to days. Okay. So cents to dollars. If I want to cancel cents on top, I have to put cents on bottom. And then that will convert to dollars. Okay. So $1 is 100 cents. So now my cents are gone. I'm at dollars. I need to get from hours to days. So hours are on bottom right now. I need to put hours on top to cancel that out. And then hours will turn into days. So ask yourself how many hours for how many days. And that would be that there are 24 hours in 1 day. So if that's my setup, now what we're going to do is we're going to multiply across. So we're going to take our whole top row and multiply. So 75 times 1 times 24. So if you type in 75 times 24, you get 1,800. Okay, and then on bottom, 1 times 100 times 1 is just 100. So if you do 1,800 divided by 1, you get 18. So the question was 75 cents per hour is how many dollars per day? So that would work out to $18 per day, or you can write it out $18 per day if you prefer. Okay, so either one of those is fine. So you're just going to be converting things. There's some that are simpler than that even, where it's just going from like hours into minutes, and that's what we did on Wednesday's lesson. So see what you can do with that, and then once you're done watching the video, you can work on the homework, and if you finish the homework, then study for something else, or you have just some time to chill and relax for a little bit. I will see you Monday. Don't forget Monday to bring your 2-6A homework and your 2-6B homework, because I'm not checking your 2-6A today, obviously, since I'm not there. So make sure you have both of those with you on Monday. All right? Have a lovely weekend, and I will see you Monday.